One of the biggest shifts that has created calm in my business didn't come from a new strategy. It came from this realization. Most women aren't actually leading in their business yet. They're working inside of it. They're operating like workers and not owners. And that's why everything feels reactive. Reps react every day, while CEOs decide once. More clearly, workers keep responding while owners make decisions and stick to them. So what makes this tricky is that reaction mode often looks responsible, like you're staying informed and up to date and learning, and you're watching what's happening in the industry. And that feels like leadership, but over time, it creates instability because when you're reacting, nothing is ever settled. You're constantly reopening decisions that you already made. So here's the distinction I want you to notice. Workers ask themselves, what should I post today? Or what's working right now? Or what am I supposed to respond to? And owners ask, what have I already decided? What am I no longer available for? Or what does the business actually need from me right now? And workers carry out the work while owners make the decisions that make work simpler. So for me, one of the most calming decisions I ever made was this. I stopped revisiting the question, what should I post today, every single day? And instead, I decided to start a YouTube channel and focus on building that alone. That was the decision. Anything else I posted on social media became optional. It was extra, not the foundation. And that one decision removed hundreds of micro decisions. That is ownership. Most burnout doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from acting like the employee and the owner at the same time. So worker mode keeps you busy, while owner mode keeps you grounded. And when you're constantly reacting, you drain trust with yourself. When you decide and stay with it, confidence actually starts to build quietly. Another place reacting felt responsible but was actually draining, consuming everything. I told myself I needed to know what was going on in the industry, so I watched, I learned, I reacted, but what it actually did was pull me in 100 different directions. It kept me chasing those shiny objects, and it cost me a lot of money. And it kept me from committing long enough for anything to work. And that wasn't leadership. That was fear dressed up as responsibility. And this is important. Calm isn't something that you're born with. It's something that you create. And you create it by deciding what you're building, by removing unnecessary decisions, by committing longer than feels comfortable. And owners don't move faster, they move steadier. Staying committed longer than felt comfortable taught me something huge. It taught me that it really can be as simple as persevering until it happens. Your messaging is just an idea until you start taking action. And your direction is just a theory until you stick with it long enough to refine it. You can't think your way into clarity. You have to act your way into it. And that's where identity changes. So here's a simple way to tell which mode you're in right now. If your day is run by notifications, reactions, urgency, you are in worker mode. If your day is guided by decisions you already made, you are in owner mode. And neither is wrong, but only one creates calm. So I will leave you with this. What decision are you still revisiting that you've already made? And what would happen if you trusted yourself enough to stop revisiting it? Stepping into ownership isn't about doing more, it's about deciding and then letting that decision hold. CEO identity doesn't come from results, it comes from alignment, commitment, and ownership. If this resonated, you're not behind, you're probably just ready to lead differently. And I share 2 videos a week on calm leadership, clarity, and building a business you actually own. So subscribe if this kind of conversation supports you. And if you want, leave a comment with the word owner. I'd love to know you're here. I will see you next time.